Welcome back everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is our paint through video of Time of Legends Joan of Arc Legendary Dragon, and you can see the box here in front of us. Great box art of the dragon, definitely showing kind of a black dragon vibe to it, or at least a dragon, a darker colored dragon. I'm going to go for a more classic red dragon, but I definitely want to hit it with some effects like burnt effects and kind of have a few fantasy elements to it, but make it a little fun for the board game. First off, already started out here just using some brown reddish primer color. Hit the original model with this primer just to get it ready for painting, but you can see from the sculpt, just priming it, you can really get the view of really how great this model looks. The base is a ruined castle. It comes assembled by the two wings. You can see those wing components, but the rest of it's just a solid body and base and the two wings. I did notice that the wings got a little loose quick, so if you want to do some tips or tricks down below, I'm thinking maybe magnetize them, or I don't think I'll be able to glue them in place because I'll have to rebox this at some time. But right now I've got them out on display, so once we get through the painting, you'll see it. It's going to be great. So yeah, red and black and yellow. Hit the castle with the classic castle colors, some terrain. Thinking probably making a red tongue. So one issue I had recently is my airbrush had stopped working. So I watched a number of videos. I also was going to film diagnosing the airbrush, but it ended up not working. I'm actually not spraying the whole model here in the room. I just got the airbrush working here, so I think in my excitement I just kind of like ended up shooting some shots of it. But yeah, this is what it ended up being is the airbrush issue was just some particulate dried paint that was on the pin. So I cleaned it down. I tested it once. I was able to get through that test. Ended up doing is just changing the needle out, and I tried to clean it all the way down. It did have a little bend to it, so I think that was causing it to be uneven. So I put the new needle in, put in the new put in the correct nozzle size for that needle, and things are spraying away here. So I think this footage is me just getting it to finally work and getting some base coat on. So yeah, we get back to the booth in a little bit, and then in the meantime we'll kind of go through the model here. Yeah, one of the things to think about when you're painting this, I think, is what do you want your gradation pattern to be like? You know, so for example, on this line, you can see that tail line with the long scales and the undercoating. That undercoat, I think I'm going to go with an orange to yellow fade there, and then similarly for the top of the dragon, you know, I think my red highlight or the delimiter for the dragon face and the spine will be black. So I think I'll go back to black. So it's going to be black, red, orange, yellow kind of scale. And then I kind of reverse that again, and then thinking, well, even some of those membranes would look nice as matte painted, right? So this is becoming an undercoat too for some more black that I'll put on top of it. So you'll see that. Yeah, so getting this kind of fade between the yellow and the red. Get that classic red dragon feel to it. And then the yellow also used on the underbelly. So yeah, you can see here the neck and the underbelly with the yellow coat, got some blacks in there for the spines, and fading to orange around the interface. Really touched up the face with some more red, make it really pop, and then the blacks. And I'll do brushwork probably in the detail there. I think I'm going to black tongue at this point. I think I got the red tongue in there, but then the black tongue seems to be kind of more menacing. Eye color probably makes, if I do black tongue, green eye, maybe some pinks around those jowls there. and then some highlights on those black fins. So you can see it's almost like a golden color at this point now, between the undercoat, the yellow, the primer color, and we can kind of get our first look at the way the rough blacks will look. I'm going to leave those blacks matte, but I'm thinking of putting some highlights in them just to catch the light. And yeah, airbrush. Yeah, using skull color yellow and skull color red, and then I'm just using a flat black flat black spray for the spines. You can see how that looks real menacing. It has that kind of burnt coal, then to red flame kind of, you know, fire breather. And then obviously just a skull color red is the main color. Yeah, so after a few more coats, this is looking pretty good. I will take it inside and do some brush work and touch up the blacks, the reds, highlights. So I got the teeth in here, you can see, and I've got some white highlights on the black fins. So that really pops now, especially in these overhead views. It sort of catches the light. I got a base coat on the castle, some earth tones for the base itself. I'll do a little customization of those. And then I think it's going to be on to doing the face details. I'm going to switch the tongue up to black. And then you can see I've started hitting the wings with some black as well. Highlights on the fins there. And the charred wings, almost a charred look on the top. Going for the green eyes there. You see a dab of the green there. I'm going to hit them again. Kind of think, and then I switched between the fingers there, the nails and the toenails, the claws being black, but I switched them back to white. I think the white just looks better. And then I kind of went with that blackish chicken leg at the bottom. I call it the chicken feet of the dragon. Kind of made them black, as you can see here. Now we're doing a wash on the castle. Get that stonework to pop. And did a similar wash on the face and the dragon body itself. Got some grays in there, some darker stones. Then I green basted, and I put a few terrain things as well as some lapis lazuli. Just look kind of fantasy, perfect for the fantasy setting. So here's our final picks. Ariel fly down over the dragon, menacing over this ruined tower, ready for the Joan of Arc board game play. I think this is going to look massively amazing on the table. I just looking at some of these shots from the ground view with the castle really gets you in the mood of fantasy games in general, the fantasy setting of it, and something that you can really make your game table pop. Yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. As you know, we're growing this channel. We're really focusing on Joan of Arc. We've got a lot of boxes to paint through, as well as board game play, so really appreciate your guys' views. If you want to check out our other Joan of Arc painting, we've also got some paintings of the main armies, and we're going to start working through the other box sets. I've got Siege that we just picked up, Reliquary, Village Pack, Apocalypse, Unleash Hell, Super Collector. So a lot more painting videos will come, and those painting videos will sort of set up roughly what we'll play next. So working our way through the main board game in our Joan of Arc seasons, but we're also jumping into other fantasy play, Conan by Monolith, War of the Ring, and even getting into Song of Ice and Fire coming up. So lots of exciting stuff for the channel. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Leave your comments below if you've painted it. Love to see a video of yours. And we'll see you in the gameplay. Bye-bye.